Let's go.
Judge Judy, tomorrow at 4 on RTV6.
Making news in America this morning.
Perfect storm in the southwest. Low humidity, high temperatures, and fierce wind. All of it fanning some of the flames of the biggest wildfires we've ever seen.
And turmoil at the airports, from a bomb scare to computer glitches that sidelined thousands of passengers. A rough weekend for air travelers.
And remarkable Rory. He's the talk of the sports world this morning, winning golf's U.S. Open and making some ask, Tiger who?
This is America This Morning.
Good morning. There is little relief across the southwest, where wildfires are now racing across bone-dry land.
Yeah, in just the first half of this year, these fires have burned nearly as much land as all of last year.
Red flag warnings, which mean extreme fire risk, have now been posted over the past few days for areas of Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kansas, and also Utah.
Yeah, crossing a lot of state lines. The two biggest blazes are in Arizona. The Monument Fire, southeast of Tucson, has been called the #1 priority as it forces new evacuations. Don Hendren has the latest.
Drought conditions are fanning the flames of raging wildfires throughout the southwest.
We need rain. We really need rain.
36 massive wildfires are blazing through 10 states, burning more than 1.2 million acres. Among the hardest hit states, Texas and Arizona.
It's dry out, and the smallest little fire with the wind, just like today, it doesn't take long for it to spread real fast.
Arizona Senator John McCain blamed illegal immigrants for starting some of the fires. The federal spokesman denied there was evidence to support that claim.
Our biggest challenge right now is drought conditions, extreme fire danger.
1,000 Arizona firefighters are on the front lines, battling two major wildfires that have forced thousands from their homes.
It looks like a war zone. It really does.
In Texas, fire has closed I-45, the highway that links Dallas and Houston, and evacuated the town of Midway, about 200 homes.
The wind and the humidity are not working in our favors, and we didn't see any humidity recovery till late last night. We didn't get as much as we thought we would, and so we've got a lot of active fire out here still today.
Authorities have evacuated fire-prone regions throughout the southwest, but not everyone's listening.
We ain't leaving until the fire's in the backyard for good. When we know it's going to hit the house, we'll leave. Till then, we stand.
In Arizona, the largest fire in the state's history has blackened 500,000 acres, an area the size of Rhode Island. John Hendren, ABC News.
And from fires to flooding in the plains, the problem is just too much water. Quite the opposite. Over the weekend, water broke through earthen levees, this along the Missouri River, and now locals are bracing for more of the same this week. In Nebraska, a flooding alert was issued for a nuclear power plant. And at airports across the country this weekend, it was rough going for so many travelers.
Yeah, there were some scary moments aboard a U.S. Airways flight from Dayton, Ohio, after someone made a bomb threat. The plane landed safely at Reagan National Airport after no explosives were found. Officials say a Kentucky woman with a long history of mental illness made the threat. She's been held in a mental facility overnight.
And United, a computer outage there disrupted hundreds of flights, but United Airlines and U.S. Airways both say that they are resuming normal operations. United's computers were down for 5 hours on Friday. They virtually shut down the airline. U.S. Airways problems began Sunday morning, and the airline says that no flights there were canceled. The two airlines' computer glitches were not related.
Now to the war in Afghanistan and to President Obama's promise that the troop withdrawal will begin next month. But to decide how many troops can come home, he's navigating between some fierce military and political pressures. David Curley explains.
The president has a tough call to make this week. How many troops to bring home starting next month from Afghanistan? With more than half of Americans now saying the Afghanistan war is not worth the cost, the president has a dilemma. Does he listen to the military's advice or a war-weary public? Are you surprised by these poll numbers?
No, I'm not too surprised. I think that when you look at the situation on the ground in Afghanistan, it's bleak.
And if the majority of Americans don't want to be there, it seems the Afghans may not want us there as well. With the Afghan president charging in the past several days that our 100,000 American forces are on the verge of becoming occupiers. The outgoing American ambassador blasted President Karzai on Sunday, speaking for many Americans.
When I hear some of your leaders call us occupiers and likened to the brutal enemies of the Afghan people, my people in turn, they're filled with confusion and they grow weary of our effort here.
But the generals say they're finally making progress, and a rapid pullout could actually jeopardize what they've done so far. So a modest pullout in the military's mind